beautiful Sunday afternoon. I must say, go Steelers. We're currently winning as I record this vodcast right now. But can you guys believe that we are 7 school days from Thanksgiving break? You know, I cannot, because we have so much ready to rock and roll here in Room 21. From projects in class, to student-led conferences, to authors visiting our classroom. There is so much to do. It is just going to be an absolutely exciting 7 days in Room 21. So, first of all, I would like to congratulate this week's Rockstar of the Week, Tyler Webb. Tyler was the Rockstar this week because of his incredible effective effort with the lock-in application. Just absolutely blew Mrs. Austin and I away. So I just wanted to congratulate him for that. And that is why Tyler is this week's Rockstar of the Week. So, this is a week we've all been waiting for. Student-led conferences coming up this Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If you check the Friday folder, I wrote down the confirmation of your appointment time on the Friday folder, and you could also check out the Sign Up Genius link that is included in this week's email and on recordrockstars.weebly.com on our class website as well if you want to confirm that. Just a quick recap of what the conference will look like. The first 10 minutes will be led by your scholar. They're going to be running through a bunch of different things with you, sharing some of their work with you, talking about areas that they want to work on, talking about their strengths. Just an absolutely exciting 10 minutes. I absolutely look forward to this. The student-led conferences every single year because they are just amazing Rockstar families to just listen to your scholar, talk about their growth, talk about their accomplishments this year in 5th grade so far. So much fun. And then the second 10 minutes, I will come in with the academic report card and we can answer any questions and things like that. So, I actually had sent home a list of questions that you can ask your scholar during their portion of the conference. I will also be reattaching those questions to the weekly email this week, and they'll be also available on our class website if you're interested in looking at those one more time. You know, it's always great for you to ask a few questions as they're showing you their work and different things like that to help facilitate that conversation. So, student-led conferences coming up this Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday right here in the home of the world-famous Room 21 Rockstars here at Barrett Elementary. Also coming up, we are still looking for some Native American project materials. Ask your scholar specifically what their group has decided to build for their model, for their tribe, and you may be able to help in that effort as well. On Wednesday, very exciting day, we actually have the author of the Ghosts of War series. We all just finished the study of this book in class. Steve Watkins from Fredericksburg is actually coming into our classroom to talk to us about Ghosts of War, the writing process, and also to answer any questions that your scholar may have. So excited to have him in. The scholars are so captivated and excited during the unit that we cannot wait to have him as a guest in our classroom. And finally, coming up this Friday is the day that all the scholars have been waiting for, really the night that they've all been waiting for, and that would be the Lock-In at School, our annual event for our Academy team, happening starting at 7 p.m. here at Barrett. Drop your scholar off by 7 p.m., and pickup is at 8 a.m. In the lobby. So everything will be taking place down in the lobby. Just a couple of quick tips and whatnot. We'll have you sign your scholar in on Friday night at 7, and then we will give you a list of our cell phone numbers in case that you need to call us for any emergency, or we need to call you as well. If you could please sign up for one item to bring on the Sign Up Genius list. I have included that link in our weekly email, and it's also available on our class website. That would be very helpful for a successful evening. Make sure that they bring layers to wear, as we will be outside for a little bit and we'll have a campfire. It looks like the temperatures that day is going to be in the high 60s, and then the low will be in the 40s at night. So we want to make sure that they're bundled up as well. The boys and girls will be separated, obviously, in the library during sleeping hours, and there will be a teacher situated at each door so that they are not able to get out at night. They have to wake us up if they have to use a restroom and things like that. If you have any other questions about the lock-in, feel free to let me know. This is the 3rd year we've been doing it, and it has been such an incredible amount of fun every single year, and it's just been an absolute success. So there will be a confirmation letter coming home with things that your scholar should pack and different details like that on Wednesday if they sign the permission form and bring it back. So be looking for that, as that will be coming home on Wednesday. I believe that I have come to the end of my announcement spiel, so I'm going to send you off to the strategy session, and I'll see you guys on the other end. Okay, Room 21 Rockstars, here we are starting off on our class website. I'm going to scroll down really quickly to a couple of links that I've added this week. Number one, for student-led conferences, I not only have the link to the Sign Up Genius right here, so if your parents need to check out where they are signed up, that is available there. I also wrote it on the Friday folder this week, but that is there just in case. And I also added the questions and the different things that your families can do to prepare for the conference. So I broke it into two sections. I have preparing for the conference and some possible questions to ask during the conference. So those first 10 minutes, these are some things that you can employ to kind of make the most of our student-led conference, which is literally the most wonderful time of year, guys. I love it so much. It's going to be so much fun this week at school to hear the amazing growth and accomplishments that your scholar has made. And then I also have the lock-in at school, a little bit of information here. I have a link to our Sign Up Genius. We ask that each person bring at least one item. We already have it pretty well filled up, but there are some gaps, so if you just want to check that out there, that'll be good to go. And later this week, I will put a list here of some things that you can pack. I'm going to send that home paper copy on Wednesday, and I'll also make it available here on our class website as well. As you can see, guys, the house point standings have been changing quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. Some houses have gone from first to fourth place. So we are looking for you to pull it all out. So I have a ton of VODCAST strategies this week that you can work to do just that. So I have a couple of things here. First of all, I kept up all of the different skills that we have learned during quarter one. We're taking our benchmark this week, so you can actually visit any of these sites: rounding decimals, whole number problem solving, prime composite numbers, multiplying, distributed property, dividing, order of operations, fractions, decimals, and percents. And you can check any of those concepts out, and then you can go ahead and practice them, and you can get 1 point for any of those things. One area where I think a few of us need to work, actually probably the majority of the class, would be comparing fractions and decimals within a number line. So I really think that this particular site is really great to work on that and challenge yourself to put some things on the number line that are incredibly close together. For instance, 7/8 and 8/10. Okay, how would those fit together? Okay, or how about 4/5 and 7/8, okay? So take some of your fraction cards and just take 5 out of the bag at a time and try to line them up on a number line from 0 to 1. This week we're going to go beyond the number 1 for the first time in a couple of weeks, and to work on those mixed numbers and improper fractions to line those up as well. Now, I do have another opportunity for a ton of house points, and I really think you guys will like some of these activities. Each of these tasks, as I call them, you can gain yourself 5 house points for your house and maybe propel your house to the lead. Who knows? Okay, so task number 1 is really awesome, guys. It's actually a brain pop site. You may actually have to, let me see if I can click on the hyperlink. You may have to copy and paste the link, or you may be able to just click on it depending on what computer or device that you're on. You might actually have to type the website into the address bar on an iPad, for instance. But this site here will help you to practice placing different fractions and decimals on a number line. It's a really fun game with Battleship. You can check that out. I have a couple of videos that I put up in terms of looking at equivalent fractions, and then there's some practice here as well. For these, you just have to somehow write down your evidence for me that you've actually completed them, and we'll be good to go. Task 3 is something you'll be doing in class, but task 4 is another area that you can go on and get yourself 5 house points as well. If you want to go beyond the standard, remember we said percents would take you beyond the standard. I also have a video there that you can check out. And remember, Google Classroom has a ton of different 4 opportunities that you can check out as well. And then I have all of these different fractions and decimal cards, and what I intend for you to do is to take, say, this top set here, these top 4, okay, and put them onto a number line: 3/5, 80 hundredths, 725 thousandths, and 1/4. Put those on a number line, okay? Then you can do the second set as well. And finally, the third set, okay? Make sure they're in order from least to greatest from 0 to 1 on the number line. And the other thing you want to do is make sure when you're placing them on the number line that it's an accurate placement, okay? Because you also have to make sure you're pacing that out. If you bring that work in, you can get 5 house points as well. I kept up the writing fix of the week because there are so many different things you can do with this, guys, with the cell phone apps. So take one of the prompts, complete them. You will be able to read it during sacred writing time this week if you bring it in. And you will get yourself 5 house points as well. Now, as for the secret hashtag this week, the hashtag is going to be hashtag extraordinary. Okay, and that will make sense a little later this week. Hashtag extraordinary, and you can get yourself 5 house points as well. So we have such an exciting week about to kick off. Remember, student-led conference information is on the homepage of our website, as well as information about the lock-in coming up on Friday, which is one of our favorite events all year long. So you do not want to miss that, so make sure you check that out as well. Now I'm going to send you guys back over to Mr. Reichert in person. Hey, Room 21 Rockstar families, I hope that those strategies were successful. We have such an amazing week coming up with student-led conferences, Steve Watkins visiting on Wednesday, and our lock-in at school coming up on Friday night from 7 p.m. until 8 a.m. on Saturday. As always, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please do not hesitate to contact me because you are all seriously the very best families in Stafford County. And I will see you guys at the conferences this week.